The angle on this video is making my nose look gigantic, and it's slightly distracting me. So let's see how well this goes. Hi everyone, I'm Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do the 2017 BookTubeAthon, which is hosted by Misfit over on the BookTubeAthon channel. And down below will be the links to all of the social media things besides Twitter, because I don't have a Twitter. So yeah, sorry I've been kind of gone, and I'm not really going to come back too often. I've switched to just regular blogging. I have a basic blog just over on Tumblr, which I'll link in the doobly-doo, because of health and editing. I don't really have time to do that. And oh my god, this freaking angle makes my nose look gigantic. And I can't look at myself while I'm recording, but I kind of have to. So I'm just going to jump right in. So the readathon runs from midnight, Monday, July 24th, to 11:59, Sunday, July 30th. And of course there were 7 challenges. And so let's jump right in. First one is read a book with a person on the cover, and all of my books kind of fit this theme besides like one other one. But I have picked Shadowland by Alison Noel. It is a 340 pages long, and this is kind of my second read through it. I got like halfway through the first time I read it years and years ago. I really don't remember what happened in it. I've just reread the first 2. And I loved them more than I did back then. So I'm going to try and get through the 3rd one. If I get through that, I will get to the 4th one, which is just my read a 7th book option. So I might, like, this one I hope to get to, but it's not like my biggest one I want to get to. This one is 320 pages, and I'm not even sure what happens in this one because I have never gotten this far. So hopefully I'll get to this. And so the second/third challenge, I guess now, is read a hyped book. For that, I went with Giant Days by Allison Treman and Kroger. That might just be her full name, or it could be 3 different people. I'm not entirely sure about the author of this, but I know it's about this girl who goes off to college, and I am about to move back to college, so I'm excited to read this, and I would like to get through the entire series of this. Not obviously this week, but eventually. So really excited to finally read Giant Days. It's been on my TBR for like, I don't know, since whenever I saw my first video about it, probably like a year ago. No, it came out in 2015. So like a year and a half. So I'm so excited to finally get to this. 3rd challenge is read a book in one day. With that, I'm going with this tiny little novel. Look what came out. Goddess of the Night. This will be my second read through of this, kind of like the first Shadowland book. I read it in 6th grade, and this book was not made for 6th graders, so I put it down. But I really want to try and finish it, and even though it looks kind of long, it's got really small pages and really big typing, so I don't think it's going to be that difficult to read, so planning on getting through this in one day. And this is 294 pages, but again, like I said, the pages are short, and the typing is really large, so this shouldn't be a problem. And then 4th, read a character that's different from you. And if you read the challenge book, you know this can be literally anything, so I just went with Geek Girl, model Misfit, because it's based, the character has red hair and lives in London, and this book, I believe, takes place in Japan, and I sped through the first book in the series, which, again, I wanted to read for years before I finally picked it up, and I'm so excited to finally be getting to the second one. The 5th challenge is read a book completely outdoors, and with that, I'm going with Tuck Everlasting, because almost the entire book takes place outdoors. So right now, this will be my second read through this. Surprisingly, I read it like the first time a couple years ago. That was it. It's only 140 pages, and again, the pages are really small. So this should be another easy one that I will definitely get through. Now, my last book is by a book you bought because of the cover. So, as I mentioned, I'm about to go back to school, so I'm kind of not allowed to buy anything, and I'm really not a big fan of ebooks. So, if I could buy a book for its cover, I would buy Jupiter Lemon's Happiness Index. This is definitely a book that I would buy based just on this cover. So yeah, I'm kind of using that just because I'm not allowed to buy anything. Otherwise, I would buy it just based on this beautiful, beautiful cover. So, not really sure what it's about. I think it's about a death letter for a girl's younger sister. It's kind of just, I've only read like the first sentence of it, but I don't really want to know too much about this before I read it. And I can't wait to read it with the entire BookTubeAthon community. And I'm so excited. So, that is all I have to say. I will see you maybe every once in a while, but if you missing me too much, again, the link to my blog is in the doobly-doo. So I will see you semi-soon. Peace.